Alright, what is up you guys? My name is Jovani and welcome back to another video. Right now, I am currently working on this truck. This is a 350 engine, small block Chevy. And my current situation right now is that this rocker stud is lifted up. It's pulling out of this boss here. These are pressed in studs. So what I'm doing right now is I have this nut on here backwards and I'm just gently tapping it back in. So my hope is that I can get this stud to go back in its boss, and then I'm going to go ahead and drill and put a roll pin in there, and hopefully that will hold the stud in. This is kind of an old school method of going about this. Turns out this is kind of a common issue on these heads, so that's my hope. That's what I'm gonna hope to try to do. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the progress. This is just kind of one of those things where you run into an issue and you don't really have anything else to do but try, you know, a couple different methods. So I'm gonna keep doing this and I'll keep you guys posted on the updates. Okay, so I took the bolt off. As you can see, I think we're almost there. I'm gonna say that that's probably good enough. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get my drill and I'm gonna drill in a hole here so I can insert a roll pin. That'll lock this rocker bolt or rocker stud into place, and hopefully I don't have this issue anymore. So let's go ahead and grab the drill and let's try that. All right, so what I have here, this is a 1/8 inch drill bit. I'm just gonna try to get the drill in there as close to the top as I can, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drive in a 1/8 inch roll pin in there, and this should work hopefully. So let's go ahead and try this out. Okay, so I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but my drill bit just broke inside there. I'm half tempted to just leave it in there and use that as a roll pin, but it did go all the way through. And don't worry about the metal shavings. Luckily this head is dry right now, so using the shop vac will get all those vacuum shavings out. Alright, so I just bought an assortment of roll pins. That one's obviously too small, so I gotta go through and see which one fits snugly enough to go in there. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, that feels like it right there. So now I'm just gonna tap that roll pin in there and hopefully this fixes my issue. Alright, so that roll pin is in there. I really hope this fixes my issue. It looks like I was able to get the stud in about where it needs to go. So hopefully that's close enough. And I don't see this thing coming out anymore. It's pinned in. This is actually a very common mod to do on these stock heads if you're gonna run a bigger cam. Because like I said, this stud does tend to push itself out quite a bit. So hopefully I don't have that issue with any other ones. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw the rocker back on there and the push rod, and we'll try it out and see if it works. Alright, so as you can see, the truck did start. I couldn't see the rocker from inside the vehicle. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna have my fiance Ellie come out here, start the truck for me, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set the valve lash. And you know, everything's sounding good so far. I can't believe that trick actually worked, but let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll give you guys some progress. Alright guys, so I went ahead, you saw I did that little modification. I pinned the rocker stud and it works. However, the rocker stud itself is stripped. I tried to put a new bolt on there. I retapped it and put a new bolt, but it's still just pulling the threads off. That is one issue now. The other issue is this rocker right here is just destroying push rods. I've already tried 3 different push rods. Let me see if I have one to show you guys. So here's one push rod. I actually don't know where the tip of it is. That might be in the engine somewhere. Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 other push rods somewhere around here that are bent. So I'm pretty frustrated. This truck actually isn't mine. It was for a friend of mine that I was helping, but I'm at a stopping point right now. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, so basically what I've done here is I replaced both cylinder heads. The other ones that are sitting over there, they were just kind of junk. The valve, they need a new valve seals and everything, so I found this set of cylinder heads that worked fine. Everything, the springs and everything are fine on them. They're a good set of cylinder heads. It's just, I can't figure out why this one, first off, is bending push rods. It's not making sense to me why it is. This one, it's fucked, and well, it's pretty much fucked now because the threads are stripped. So I would either have to pull out that stud and replace it, or I mean, I'm better off just taking the cylinder heads back off again and probably just finding another set. If you guys have any suggestions for me on what I should do, on why you think it's bending the push rod, it's literally just cylinder 2. It's just the intake valve that's bending push rods. The truck fires right up. It just, obviously it's going to be down 2 cylinders now because one of them is bending push rods and the other one isn't actuating the valve because the rocker just keeps pulling up this thread. So as of right now, this head is pretty much junk. Yeah, I've reached a stopping point and I don't know what to do. So if you guys have some tips for me, or you know, whatever, I'm tired of working on this. I got other stuff I need to work on, and yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. The pinning the stud thing did work. Hopefully you guys could use that if you got a set of heads. But yeah, thank you guys. Follow me on Instagram, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.